Building Lego. Where did I just had scissors, there we go. In case I need to cut into this. See how well that's stuck down. And it says no tools on it. We'll see if they mean including getting into it. There we go. Well, seal's broken now. There we go. An entry grade RX-78-2 Gundam. Let me quickly edit something here. I'm going to edit a command here. We are building an entry grade RX-78-2 Gundam. Does it say anything about how many parts? Nope. Nope. But we will edit that in. We'll tick that box. Hang on. What? How do you have... How do you have ads running? That can't... It's not supposed to be happening. What's the point of having settings if they're not going to follow your settings? It seems a bit silly. Doesn't it? Just let me know when you're back, Kara, because I want to check that. Why is there... Why is snooze already on 2 out of 3? That's turned off. That's disabled. G'day, Budgie. Did you have ads when you came into the channel? because I'm having a look at my settings here, and things are looking a bit dodgy. So just let me know if you got hit by pre-roll, because that's annoying if it is. Alright. Well, this looks different to Lego, doesn't it? No, stop that. I am still Bricko, everyone. I am still Bricko. Look, there's Lego to prove it. There's Lego. There's Lego. Lego is in shot. Just. That is what we are building today. And I should actually just have a picture of that next to the screen. One moment, please. While we're waiting. Thanks, Budgie. There's a good sound at the end of a work week. Good sound anytime, but especially at the end of a work week. Skull. Let's save image. Right, so let's bring back memories of building aeroplane kits as a kid. World War One and World War Two models, things like that. Close those tabs now. You're back. Kara, did you have ads at the start of the stream? Right. Move that to there. I'm going to change that source to that. And save. There we go. Because you're not... Yeah, but I don't have pre-roll ads. My settings literally are, don't run an ad for 29 minutes. Don't do pre-roll. And normally in my ad manager view, there's that little snooze option, and I can snooze 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3 times. It's automatically already on 2 of 3. So it's like I've already snoozed an ad, which I haven't, and I've run pre-roll ads, which are disabled. So I am not in a happy mood with Twitch right now. It is bullshit. So now let's see what I am doing. Yeah, and normally when I'm in mod view, I do see ads, which is helpful to not be a sub, because then you know when ads are running. But if you don't know when ads are running and they're doing their own thing, then we're gonna have a bad time. So it's like, why program an ad break if they're just gonna run it when they want? It's like, I may as well just manually run all the ads all the time. I'll run a 1 minute ad every 5 minutes. That'll piss watchers off, won't it? That'll get viewers. Apologies for the rant. I'm seeing what this is all about. Everything's got letters and numbers: A1, A2, B1. But yes, this is my first Gunpla model, so we'll see how I fare. But it was only $14 at Big W, and I figured, why not? You did hear a bevy open. Okay, so the weapons are attachable to different hands. Slowly remove each part. Assemble this part first. Alright. Refer to the illustrations and pay attention to parts orientation / direction during assembly. Some parts may be difficult to distinguish from one another. Check the part numbers and follow the assembly order. Oh, if only there was a book. If only it had pictures that told me how to build it. So assembly, find, even has an assembly process. Find the part number on the instructions, find it matching part number on the plastic, snap out the piece, build. Find, remove, build. Fit them together tightly. That is what she said. Alright, so we're going to start with, and here we go again, we're going to start with the head. Open these bags up. Yeah, and let me know if instructions are upside down because Japan's on another hemisphere. Nice. I like it. No. No. Not when I'm figuring out what's going on. A4, A3. Oh, okay. So the big initial number. So we've got A11. So A1 is this whole yellow bit. And this blue bit and this grey bit. And then A2 is this section. So A11. And no, I don't have any tools, Budgie. The box claimed that I didn't need any. So I'm going to see how true that is. I mean, that's snapped off pretty cleanly. It's got it's not quite like a Lego piece where it's got a tiny, almost like a burn mark from the mold process. But it's not like there's any huge chunks of excess plastic. sticking off the side that need to be sanded off. So that's not too bad. So A1 goes on to A216. A216 is this piece right here. Then we're going to need some B pieces. G'day Squid. Welcome on in. Cheers for the lurk. We are attempting to decipher these instructions. Okay, B1. And thanks for the shoutouts, Kara. B13. B13 is here. Give that a little bit of a spin and it snaps right out. Okay, so this piece orients that way. This piece goes on from the top and clicks into place. This goes that way around, pushes in from the front. There's my first assembly step with three little pieces clipped together. And the tip that it gives here is slowly remove each part. Oh, because there's some thin like wing pieces off the part. Okay, now B11. That one snaps out. Okay, that could probably do with a tiny little bit of sanding on the side. But I am doing this without tools, just to see what it's like. This goes up and in here that way. That's that part done. And now it's got A215. A215 will swivel it out. And then B12. B12. And this is the one to slowly remove because it's got very, very thin pointed pieces on the side. We don't want to snap them. Which way do I maneuver this part? This is where some nippers would have been handy. Just on this step. What's this, my sixth actual piece separating out. Let's see how I go. Thanks for the shout outs, Kara. Okay, that snapped. So if I'm gentle over here, this should also, I mean that works too. If the main sprue comes off first, There we go. And then just snap it off the third little connector. Should be able to get that out. And then, so this piece clips in from the front. And they're clipping into place. Ah, g'day, Korg. Yeah, no nippers. I'm going slowly. Oh, that looks cool. I like the way things clip together. Yeah, there's a few little tiny pieces that could do with the sand. But the first couple pieces. Hey, first time chat, Mr. Silver. Welcome on in. How are you going? And thank you for the follow. This is my first build stream where it's not actually. So exclamation set SET normally gives you the all the information on the Lego set that I'm building. And there we go. I did a quick update for tonight. I just did not. Oh, and thank you for the follow. We've got more joining us. I didn't look up online any information about how many parts this has. I'm just winging it. And the story behind this one, because 16 parts. I mean, it's got leg. It's got 2 legs. It's got a torso, and it's got 2 arms and a head. That's not many pieces at all. Ah, thank you, Kara. Cheers. And skull. And here comes number 3. You're going to do hydrate. Thank you. So, yes. Story behind this is I saw this in one of my local shops and thought that looks pretty cool. Very, very nice price point, and walked right past it. And then I saw a certain Lead B man building one on stream, and I've since seen others build them as well. And watching him build one, I thought that does look like fun. I'm going to give that a go. For $14, what could go wrong? And here we are. Oh, and then the step in between was I've had it sitting around waiting to be built. Yeah, I blame Lead B man. He can blame Jang, but I blame Lead because he's my previous step in the chain. And then on a recent stream, Mr. Build Time 13, as seen on my shirt, which Kara won, and on my stubby holder that I bought, he added this to my build queue, which I've also I think I might have set that up as a thing, but basically I have a list of Lego sets on my, a repaint. Nice Helix. That sounds good. And as a translation as well, because Australia is down under, Kara Davies, who is my missus and my mod, she refers to her homeland of America as the Up-overs. Yes, my better half. Yeah, so then build time actually put this into my queue, so I was like, all right, well, now I have a build queue. This is my next thing. So next build stream is this. And here we are. We have We have a head so far. Alright, so the next stage, A1, 2, which is this bit here. Give it a little bit of a wiggle and a snap. Because yes, Korg, I'm not using tools. The box said I didn't need to. I'm taking their word for it. A26. And yes, it's a very bright shirt. It's a very big shirt. But it is also a glorious beard. A26. Come on. Thank you, Silver. It must be quite early in the morning for you. Rest well. Have a good night. And thanks for dropping by. Now I need to look at which way this is going. If that faces that way, then this is going over the top like this. That clipped in, and it shows a little picture from the back showing that it's in the right spot. A217. Hello, Purg. It was good to catch a little bit of your stream the other night, if very briefly on my way to bed. How are you doing today? Which way is this up? Let's... Purg. This goes in to that socket. Clips in. It says fit. Click. Yep, it clipped in there. Yeah, so there may be ads coming up in 2 minutes. You may find that there are no ads. We are doing very well, Purg. It is warm. It's not quite summer here. And we're not... but we are in a subtropical area, so we don't really get much of a spring between winter and summer. It just goes from being cold, or mostly cold, to being mostly hot. As I'm sure you'd be very familiar with. But yes, with the ads, I have pre-roll ads disabled, but I've heard people have been hit with them already. So Twitch might be doing its own thing, and you may have no ads for the rest of this, which would be fun. So as far as that goes on my end, what I'm still going to do is I'm still going to take stretch breaks when it tells me it thinks there's an ad. And I'll mute my microphone and put up a little be right back screen. But whether you get stuck with ads or not, feel free to stretch, grab a drink, and I'll see you back very soon for the next step in this. Okay, so that, reading from left to right, that clips on over the top of all of that is that, okay, there's pinholes underneath to line up with, so that makes things a little easier. Okay. Okay, that ball joint means there's a little bit of movement still with the red piece behind the yellow, but that clips over the top. Alright, so I'm going to be right back. Okay, I am back. Welcome back. And from what I've heard, there weren't actually ads. Yeah, it's 20 to 8. We're in Queensland, so we do not have daylight savings time. If anyone is watching in New South Wales, they're an hour ahead of us. And yeah, so it's 20 to 8. Thursday evening. So we've clipped that on. Now I need A18. Which is this guy here. Right. Wait. There we go. Yeah, you're a couple hours behind us. Um, oh, you've got a paper cutter already? That's no fun. Okay, A218 is the next bit. Imagine if I did, to any of the LEGO people watching or lurking, and we love our lurkers, which is also why when I get a new follower, you'll see it pop up on screen, possibly with an alert, but it won't have a name. So feel free to look away. Okay, so a top-down view of this as it clips in. So that goes in there. Yeah, this is my very first Gundam. I've never done it, but I saw it in the shops, and then I saw someone build it on stream, so I went back to the shop and got it. And okay, that goes in there and then up. Okay, does that thick, or is that as far as it? Okay. No. It's Bricko. It's Bricko. That was merely a slip of the tongue. I am Bricko. Bricko for sure. But yeah, for any Lego people watching or lurking, imagine if I did a Chaos Gundam build and just unsnapped all the parts and then went hunting for them just by what they looked like. That would be insane, wouldn't it? Okay, so we've done that line of the instructions. Now we've got some shoulder socket joints coming onto A110 and A210. Where are the smaller numbers? Okay, there's A110. Here's A2. Okay, so A1 is actually just this half of the sheet, and A2 is this half of the sheet. Okay. I thought A2 started at this line here, where it has A2, but no, A2 is all of that, and then all of this is A1. And so this clips on, there's a little bar inside the shoulder of the torso, and so this will snap into place. We'll do the same on the other side. So the arms have some movement up, and then they sort of stop at just shy of 90 degrees. Pardon me. Okay, A17 has a little ball joint on either side. It looks like it's going in as the neck. Okay, that's this piece here. Bend that out of the way and give it a spin. And most of these are coming off with pretty clean brakes. Now what's it telling me here? There's a there is a front and a back. So that clips in there. Then we turn that around. I get A29. Snap that out. Yeah, I had some model planes when I was a kid. I remember having like a World War One biplane. I don't know if I had any World War Two model kits. And we never painted them, but we did do like the water decals and things like that. And using the little super glue. This is nice with no tools, no paint, no stickers, no glue. It's all clicking together. It's all molded in the right colors already. So it's a nice entry-level little model kit to help me figure out what's going on. Oh, hang on. I've missed a whole lot of chat somehow that wasn't scrolling for me. Apologies for that. Last thing I saw was that'd be crazy. Korg, what time on Saturday? Because it is literally just down the road. I'd be up for a visit. I have not been there yet. I've been past it many times still. B321 and B421. 21. 21, piece 21, which looks like some sort of antenna, or a lightsaber, or possibly a toy of a different variety. So the instructions, on the actual plastic itself, not that you can probably read that on the camera, but here where it's got B3, it then has 1/144, so 1 to 144 scale, RX-78, and then in Japanese it says Gundam. There's a lot of English, French, and Spanish on each section, so when they tell you assemble this first or do this first, everything's English, French, Spanish. English, French, Spanish, English, French, just English, French, and Spanish is all that's in the actual instructions. The only Japanese I've seen is on the plastic itself. I thought I saw some on the box. No, it is also English, French, and Spanish on there. Yeah, English, French, and Spanish. They open at 9. Sounds good. What was I doing? Snapping off another one of these. Goes into there. Get this one. Yeah, it looks like from the outside, it looks like a massive hobby store. Fit them together tightly, so this goes into there. And I do like they've got something in common with Lego, where they've got a little line drawn from the stud on this piece to the hole on this piece, so showing which bit is lining up, which helps when you've got things a part drawn from one angle and a part drawn from the other, and then you're saying join them. It's like this bit needs to line up with this one when you're going over. All right, we'll turn over to the next bit. So that is so we've got 2 sections done. We've got the head and we've got the body. And now we have arms. Don't take the credit card. No. It's all good, Elix. I've recently got some Lego that I am now paying off, so that's but I'll be going to have a look. It'll be nice to see what's out there and be like, holy cow. Some Lego? Yes, some Lego. Arms times 2. Build 2 sets. Okay. So B18 and B19 join together. There's those. And then B2 has an 8 and 9. I may as well do each step twice. Next kit RG. Right. See, I'm not up with the terminology. I know there's different scales. So you would have to enlighten me as to the like, does it go in alphabetical order? Like, can you assume that RG is bigger than MG? Is MG bigger than HG? Is HG bigger than GG? And so on. You know, because I don't know. I'm a noob. Because as far as I know, RG is a pub in Fortitude Valley. A 111. That doesn't look like that part. That really doesn't look like that part. Oh, because I'm on B1. A1 helps if you read. High grade, master grade, real grade, perfect grade, and super deformed. Right. And does it go bigger than super deformed, or by then are you building life-size? EG is entry grade. A111. SD are small. What? And what's the grade where they are bigger than your house and then you walk them down the street and crush cars? Yeah, like, is it sequential? Like, I'm just lost it. A111. Ah, there we go. That's the part. Yeah, life-size Gundam would be cool though, wouldn't it? Imagine that. Just make Lego Gunpla. Yeah, well, Elix, on the same day that I picked this up in Big W, I did also pick that guy up for the lols because it's a giant robot. So that will be the follow-up. Once I've done this, that's next. Alright, so this comes down on the top of the arm, and then we repeat. EG, HG, MG, RG, PG, MGG. Yeah, there's some amazing mechs that I've seen made of Lego. Henry from Lego Masters makes some pretty awesome Lego mechs. You'll be in a world of models. Oh, and then this piece clips in from. Okay, so that clips over that joint. This is the elbow. Helps if I turn it around the right way. Clips into place. And then B14 is only okay, so it's got the one number, but two parts, one either side of it. Everything else has been numbered twice when they have two of them. Snap that one out. And okay, clearly the little cut in the back lines up with the ridge there, so that clips over from the top. This one slides over from that end. Okay, there's my arms. Assemble this part first. Okay, so we've got A113, which is a fist. Clips in. Yeah, I am Purg. It's different. Oh, pardon me. It is very different. B17. Cheers for the lurk, Budgie. B17 clips in up the top. Okay, that's right at the top. So then that's his right arm onto there. So it's nice and posable. Then assemble this part first. A214, opposite fist. Down the end of this arm. B27. Clips in. And that clips onto that side. And then they've also got, so each step has the small part numbers for each bit. So the A1 tells you which part of the mold it is, and then 11 is then the part number. But then when you go to join sections together, you'll see in the middle of the arm here that it's got this part snaps into 3, and the big 3 is just the entirety of assembly 3 from earlier. So the arms are on 1, goes onto 2, so the head comes down onto the neck joint. Yeah, and I mean, I read instructions with Lego, and I read instructions at work because I assemble furniture, and it's the same idea. D16, D26. So it's kind of the same idea. It's just it's something new, but the item is new, but the techniques and what I'm actually having to do isn't, if you know what I mean. Oh, welcome in, Raiders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lazy, Imsy, Fleur. It is a nice shirt. It's a very big shirt, but check out that glorious bit. Hang on, let me jump onto this scene for a sec. There we go. Spidey, welcome in. I'm going to snooze ads there because they were coming up apparently. Got the shirt. Got the stubby cooler. And we are building some not Lego. Mr. Build Time did put this in the build queue. Yes, not Lego. Oh, hang on. Oh, thank you for the bits. I was just watching Cheers build and Skull. Hold the leg up to camera. Gunpla. Minty, welcome in. I didn't sign up for this sort of shenanigans. Nice. Hey Minty, the part on the left. Oh, and cheers for that sub. Thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. When will Bricko evolve to his next form? I've just got one eye on my CPU numbers, which were starting to freak out a little bit there. And Kara will keep on going with the shout outs. And thanks for the follow. We do love our lurkers here, so whether you want to hang out and chat or not, follows are always welcome and won't call you out unless you want to. Thanks for that, Kara. And thanks, Lazy. Nice. I'm not. I will have to duck to the bathroom, not for all the hard solos that are getting pushed. A hype train just started. I'm pretty sure this is my first one. I was going to say allergies are starting to play up, and I don't want my nose to start running on stream because that would not be fun, would it? But cheers for the hydrate. But back to Build's question, as the CPU just about has a fit. Let me close that down. I'll close my browser down. And cheers for the bits again. That's a little bit better for the CPU. In my browser, I had two tabs open. Both streams, one person had ended, and the other one has just raided me. So thanks, Build. As far as the gunpla goes, the box said no tools. The face part. So we're at stage 4. So we've put the head and arms onto the torso. Coops, welcome in. There's the face. Apologies for the laptop camera quality. It is smaller than I thought, and yes, that's what she said. But the posability is really nice. Oh, and Spidey going Going again. It can. Just popped an arm off the socket. Let me try and get that back in. I don't know why you'd want to, but it can dab. I'm not sure if it can dance like the Transformers on Cooperman's channel. The head is on a little ball joint, so yes, it can. It has some movement forward and back and around. And yeah, tonight's been interesting with ads because to start with, Kara and another mate were both hit with pre-roll ads when those are disabled. And the snooze function I have in the ad manager to delay them had already been pre-activated, it seemed, which was really odd. So, but yeah, it's nice and posable. The CPU is still having a bad time, but I think we will jump. The ads are turning against us. It's like you have these settings and you set them, and then Twitch goes, you know what? Let's do this instead. And so I went and checked the settings, and they're all still what I had, so I don't know what's going on. Okay, so I think there's because where I had the arm just pop off then, there's this shoulder guard thing which will go up and over that joint, maybe? Maybe it just sits there? Maybe it just falls off? Maybe it clips on easier with that there. Thank you for the lurk, and hi Papaduki. Cheers for lurking lazy. Stay lazy. Lurk away. Is this going to clip in? Oh. And welcome new followers. To those who don't know me, who may have come in with build, yeah, go for it, build. Lurk away, do your post-stream stuff. Get some dinner. Okay, so that shoulder guard just kind of limits the arm movement a little more up the top. Hey, Perseus, how's it going? Welcome on in. I'm building, but it's not Lego. And yes, cheers. And there we go. Familiar face to the Raiders. Cheers. All right. So there may or may not be ads. First time chat. Yes, I have seen the Eiffel Tower Lego set. I haven't seen one built, but that thing is massive. And no, Kara, I will not be getting the Eiffel Tower. That is safe. You are safe from that large box coming in. But I will be doing a be right back screen. I do have to. So whether or not there are ads, cool. Thanks, Kara. I will go and be right back before my nose starts running. Okay, I am back. Let me get myself situated back on this chair. Something fell over. I'll fix it later. This chair is sideways from how I climbed out of it before. There we go. That's better. Alright, welcome back everyone to Bricko Does Not Lego. Is that chair comfortable? Thanks, Kara, for keeping on all the shout-outs for all of these wonderful people that have joined us, many of whom also stream, and who you should check out. Yes, this is a proper padded chair. I don't think I'm in danger of sitting on weird corners and pinching nerves in my leg like last week. So far, so good. Okay, on to section 5. Waste. So yeah, I am enjoying this build. The way the instructions are laid out is different to Lego in some regards. In other ways, it is fairly straightforward as well. It's a nice and clean layout on the booklet. Everything's numbered. And just like dealing with Lego or flat pack furniture, you just have to make sure that you're looking at what you're building the same way that it is in the picture, and you should be right. Sorry, wrong stream. I thought there was Lego here. Yeah, actually, Andy, you're safe. You're safe. You're safe. There is Lego. There is Lego on standby. There's a Lego giant robot to follow the tiny Gundam giant robot. There is Lego. I'll leave it so you can see the logo right there. See that comforting red square. So for the waist, A219. There's not many pieces left on this, and I don't know the terminology for these things. I mean, is this whole thing a sprue? A219, A13 is this bit. Come on, snap out. Snap out of it! And yeah, I am doing this without tools. This is an entry grade kit. For those of you in Australia, this is an entry grade Gundam from Big W, $14, which I saw on the shelf and thought, that looks interesting. I've never built one of those, and I left it alone. And then I saw Led B-Man build one on stream and thought, that looks fun. And I went back and bought one. Good night, Budgie. Cheers, mate. Thanks for coming by. Budgie is a mate of mine who we're trying to get it to join us in streaming. So hopefully we'll see some more of him around these parts soon. And if I can save up and get a nice PC, that will also no doubt help in that regard too. Do some multiplayer stuff. Alright, so we've got a picture of these three parts, and then it's got lines with arrows showing which bits go to which other bits, and this should... okay. So it goes that way, and then I recognize, so this yellow bit pushes through those holes from the picture that you can see below. That's the front of the waist. And then that goes here. And then we get B213. The only tricky part with some of these steps is that, like, Lego, you tend to just show what has been added, what's been added. Here we've got, so, where am I? From here, we've got this section being built to make that. And then this thing, trying to mirror myself, this piece getting added on, you go up here first to build it and then add it on. And then this part, that clips to that, and then that whole thing attaches on. So there's multiple starting from the left, the right, and the top in the same step to eventually combine into what I'm building. B213. Alright, there we go. Found it. But since all the parts have been molded in the colors, no painting is needed to create the model that's on the box. So that makes it nice and simple for a newbie like myself to just snap the pieces out and assemble away. Snap those out. And without tools, there's a few of these that, are coming off a little rough. But a lot of them are no worse than any mold marks you get on Lego pieces. So that clips into there. That clips into there. No, turn it 90 degrees, Bricko. And then this clips down into there. Oh, so that was the back. This is the front. That goes in there. Alright, doesn't quite click, but just sort of sits in place there. B111. Cheers, Kara. And tonight's beverage is a hard solo. Thursdays are my Fridays. It is the end of my work week. And now, from the looks of this, I am attaching the robot's codpiece. Waste is done. Okay, there's section 5 is now done. I did wonder how long this would take to build compared to a Lego set. It seems a lot less parts, but it also seems quite fiddly, and I'm having to wrap my head around reading instructions from different directions. Build legs, build 2 sets. Okay, so the legs are the same, there isn't a left and a right. B3, 19. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Where's 19? Oh, 19. And the numbers don't go. So it goes 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And then on this side for B4, it goes 15, 16, 17, 14, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So some of them are mirror images to each other, and some of them are from left to right still. It's just, yeah. So sometimes that's the other part of the process, is finding the numbers. B319 and B419. You think you caught up? Thank you for that. What I do, I'm not sure if Kara's doing it right now. What I do when I mod for Kara is, hey Vex, how you going? Welcome on in. When I mod for Kara, I have a notepad file open, and yeah, I make a list, and then I basically copy and paste the usernames as they rock up, and then just make sure I 25. Okay, so these are both, and then sometimes you got 2 parts, and they're both called 25. So the numbering is a little bit funny sometimes. There we go, A4, 25. So there's the base of our feet, the shoe, and then that clicks on from on top. There's those. And then A3, 24, okay. I'm partly looking for the number and partly looking for the part that looks like the picture. My Lego brain is trying to find what it looks like and not the number. And that clips in funky looking jointed piece. And now B3 and B4, 20. And that's attached. It's attached at 90 degrees compared to everything else, so it's got multiple connection points to snap. Free from camera. There we go. Sometimes I end up breaking the sprue, which does tend to make it easier as well. And here we have some headphones. Here's what it looks like. But that's a part to go over the front of the foot. Snap that out. And it's not symmetrical, so it does clip on a specific way. Line it up like the picture, and it clips onto the front of the ankle joint. Make sure I've got it the same way. Yep. Clip that in. Okay, so that's the feet. We have feet ready. So that's that whole line done. Now the next line is B3, 16, and 17. So these are our calves. Snap them together. I'm really liking the not having to use glue. So it doesn't seem as fiddly as when I was a kid doing aeroplanes and having to do all of that. That's my two legs. Skull Cooperman. A little bit left of that one. What am I doing here? That's B3, 18 and B4, 18. We are well. It's quite warm here. We're not quite officially into summer yet, but not far off it. Look at how nicely that clipped in. I'll show you on the next leg because I do like it a nice when something joins together really nicely. So we've got a couple little grooves there, a couple little notches in there, and it just look at that. That's really nice. And then those clip down onto the feet with a pleasing little click. B13, 15 joins onto 14. Snap that out. And once these parts are done, I can actually move this whole sprue away because I've gotten every part off it. So that's done. Okay, so those pins line up with those holes. That clicks together. Do the same with these. You're off today. Summer was awful. Yeah, I mean it's been really, really hot here, and the aircon at work hasn't always been good. They actually had big industrial fans where I work out on the shop floor where customers are over the weekend because it was that hot, and the air conditioning was not coping very well. Okay, so that sheet is done. Move it up to the side. We're now left with all of these. A3 and A4, part 22. It's got a clip from each direction. It's going inside the knee. And it goes, clips in there. And then this part that we just built also has a little sort of bar connection, and it clips in from above. So there's some nice legs. But a nice leg. We're about to get a second one. That clicks in. And that one clicks in. There we go. So again, nice and posable. Temperamental Oklahoma. I haven't been to Oklahoma. Yes, I was starting to sing that in my head. And then part 23 then clips on from behind the knee. And I still haven't seen Oklahoma. I am just familiar with well, a couple lines from one song, really. That's all you need to know, isn't it? Okay, legs are done. Part 6. They're racing through this. Maybe. I don't know. But that's part 6. Legs done. Assemble 7. Part 7. Assemble this part first. Okay, so it's got another bit like the way the arms had a little pin coming in to join onto the shoulder socket. We've got it's got a pin at one end and then a ball joint at the other. So the pin will go into the leg, and then the socket goes onto the hip ball joint. So that goes down into the leg. And then into the wrong ball joint on the hips. That's why the waist has a red ball joint and a smaller yellow ball joint. The leg goes onto the red one, not the yellow one. Gotta read the instructions. If only there was a book that told me what I was meant to be doing. So that goes there. And then this clips in there. Oh, look at him go. Look at the little guy. Look at the little guy. Look at that. It is smaller than I was expecting from the box. The box I was kind of expecting, I don't know, something maybe 20 centimeters high. My handspan's 23, so I'd say he's about close to 13 centimeters, maybe 12. Look at that. That's pretty cool. And then B110 clips onto the little yellow ball joint from either side. So that goes there. And it basically covers the top of the leg from view. It's pretty sturdy, Andy. And yeah, you can have him do all sorts of bendy poses. Make a nice little desk ornament. So that's all assembled onto there. So that's actually okay. So stream's been going for an hour and a half. It did get a bit of a late start talking about what I was doing, but basically that's the model built, and I'd have to count up the parts, but we're done in about. It took longer than it would take to do like a 200-piece Lego set. Okay, section 8 now goes into color. We had black and white for all of that. Now we've got color for the weapons. It is compatible with ACB5 13 connector for the Action Base 5, sold separately. So what's the action? That must be some sort of stand or something. Okay, yeah. There's an awkwardly placed tiny hole under his backside that fans of Lego's Creator 3-in-1 Tiger might enjoy, and that's where a connector that's sold separately can attach. Yes, fans of the Lego Tiger will know what I'm talking about. And I think I've got all the pieces off here as well. Yep, alright, so that's done. So the gun, so this must be the damn gun for the Gundam. Gundam robots. Fracking toasters. Thanks for that, Kara. The hydrate. It does look like ads are soon, but I just pushed them back. And again, it said it was on 2 of 3, so I don't know if you pushed them back already without me seeing. Okay, so Twitch is being twitchy. So 27 and 28. They snap together, so that's the That's the weapon. The two halves snapped together. A326. Wait. Camouflaged on the booklet. A326. Not many parts left to find, and you still have to look for the number. There we go. That one. That's the sight. It clips in there. Nice. And that it says it's attachable to the left hand as well, so you can the fists have a rectangular hole down the center of them, which allows for the weapon to be held. It's a little bit, I don't know. I was gonna say the weapon looks a little bit curved, but the camera lens is a little bit distorted. And then we have a shield, which I'll snap back. Come on. Twist. Snap. There we go. And that's that sprue done. Yeah, so we've got the sort of white or off-white base of the shield. The red layer comes in over that. Slowly remove each part. Yes, the yellow cross is fiddly. I can see that. This is like the little antenna bits on his head. Just gotta be gentle. And maneuver that out of place. Come on. There's only been a couple parts where nippers would have been super, super handy. Oh, there we go. One just popped out. So then I can bend this a little bit more. Give it a wiggle. There we go, snapped out. Okay, so then this clicks in. So cool. And it has this like slot through it at the top. So it's like even when it raises its shield, it can still see out through the top like a visor. And how does that get held in the hand? Okay, so it's got a pin that can go into the side of the arm. So there's one option. Oh, okay. It can also, like if you wanted to have it on a stand, I suppose, and make it look like he was flying or walking around, you can also pin the shield to his back. Peacetime mode, I suppose. Let's angle your legs so you stand up on your own. But there is one more part to connect in. One more part. And we're done completely. So this is the final part. And it goes in into the shield there. Does it clip all the way in or just part of the way? Maybe just part of the way. So it clips in there, And so you can have it on the arm and be fully posable. If I push this out, let's see if my brick separator will help here. There you go, Andy. We've got Lego being used in the process. How's that? Pop that out. It can go in at that angle. And then what happens is you do it after it's in that arm. So you put the shield onto the arm, like so, and then this one piece goes into the shield and one goes into the fist, like so. And it just means when you pose the arm, like the shield and the arm move together then. So if he lifts his arm up, the shield's at a weird angle. Yeah, really movable, very cool. Learn, make, and play with Gundam to its limits. More explanation of Gunpla. No glue required, no paint required, no tools required. The parts can be popped out without any tools such as nippers. Well, mostly. Try the HG series next. Yep, they want you to go and get the next one. Putting in a bit of effort will make the kit look even more awesome. Try panel lining. So they're suggesting going in with a fine pen to add shadow lines and things to make it look cool. That's a maybe later down the track type of thing. But thank you, everyone. We do have the new foot in the door. Next hobby. I already use Lego minifigs for RPG minis because I've already got little plastic people. I don't need to start collecting more little plastic people. This is another step down another rabbit hole of plastic people. But that was a very cool experience. I hope you enjoyed being along for the ride. I am going to go for a stretch and a short bathroom break. Now I do have a giant robot, but what I am going to do is I'll put up a poll. So while I am going for a stretch, and this drink's just about done, so it might be time for a refill. G'day Taz, welcome on in. Just finished my first Gundam model. So while I'm gone, I'll put up a poll for what's next. So we've done the Gundam, and we do also have the Lego Creator. So I will start that poll, and I will see you in a couple minutes. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have stretched. I have another drink on standby for when that one's finished. And we have the poll results that said Lego now. So Gundam will go there. I will edit the stream info. Giant robot. I think that's the name of the set. Or is it Super Robot? Super Robot. Super Robot. Okay. So the results were all for build the Lego. So let's. Alright. Camera froze for me for a second. CPU seems to be doing okay. So that was definitely a fun build. And now we'll go on with the more familiar to me, World of Lego. It does look similar, Andy, and that is no coincidence that I bought both on the same day. When I picked this up at Big W, they also had this on the shelf. That was $14. Oh, where this was 10. Ah, wow, that would I think that would give me a heart attack. And thanks to all our visitors, raiders, and look, and I was planning on ending the stream. Good night, everyone. Thanks for playing. And like most Creator 3-in-1s, we do have 3 books. What I think I'll do is because of the Gundam and because of why I bought this set, I'm gonna do this model tonight, and then tomorrow I'll do some unbuilding of that, and then we can do the other 2 models and see how they go. Gotta go Thunderbox stream, rating out. Yeah. So I'll do those another time. What I've done in the past with a Creator 3-in-1 set was do a poll to see which one to do first. But tonight we'll definitely do the robot, and much like most Creator sets, there's no numbered bags, it's just a whole lot of parts. One big chaos build. Kara's just off camera looking at my robot going, it's tiny. Yeah, it's smaller than I thought. Like, there's the box.
It's not quite a big bad evil guy.
There's the box.
Hi, chat.
And there's...
It's a little. Aww.
Hey, little.
It's a Gundam robot. It's a little. Aww. I will need you to get dinner out of the freezer in your next break, because I am not going to try to get in there with that.
Yep.
One baggie of schmiggy.
Cheers for the lactose.
Top drawer.
Go. Yeah, Kara, Andy says it's not the size, it's what it can do. He said that's what all men say, right? Alright. Chaos build time. We got the book. Start with the 2x6 plate. Yeah, and Lego is a thing where I can, like even this, I could have opened this to step 4, and there's enough information there that I could just build all of that in one go. And get some wedges. It's definitely got the same sort of wide shoulders, wide angled shoulders, ball socket joints for elbows and shoulders, and it's got ankle and hip joints for the legs, but it looks like the Lego version doesn't have knees, at least from the picture in the front of the box. There is a ball and socket joint at the top for the head, so the head might be a little bit posable on this one as well. The size comparison is what's going to be interesting as well. When we get to the finished build, because it's already the shoulders are wider than the Gunpla model. Okay, a couple more wedges over there to build out the chest. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is. Two by two plate, curved slope. A couple of these guys there. And then ball joints facing down for our hips. And we'll just go in there. And oh, almost missed the bit where it told me to rotate the model. So these don't fit on. It's because you're looking at the book wrong, Bricko. Okay, so this is some nice little use of parts for different purposes. These little I don't know what the term for them is. They're like a sloped piece that have all these little grooves in it. They're basically shoulders or shoulder pads on the robot. For the jet build, they're air intakes on the side. Very cool. And then this locks across the front of the hips, locks them into place. And then let's turn the pages next. Some little wing plates at the front, similar to the angled look of like the waist and codpiece, as I call it. Look at that codpiece there. Look at that on the Gundam. So we're definitely going for that sort of angled physique looking of a robot. Somewhat similar color scheme with the blue, red, and the grey as well. A bit more black plates in this. All right. So then, and this is a similar process to this model. So we've done that. That gets put aside now, and it's onto the legs. So they're a separate sub build. And again, it's a do this twice. So let's do that. We'll lay these parts out. Just make sure that what I'm doing is on camera. I often put masking tape down on my table so that I know when things are on camera or not. But kind of winging it tonight. I did a little bit of extra time at work today to finish off the job I was working on, because I said I'd get it done, so I got it done, and it meant that I wasn't leaving anything for tomorrow. Because I'm not going to be there tomorrow, and that wouldn't be cool, leaving other people more work. Then I got home, had a short nap, and got ready to stream. Okay. Kara just said she actually has the chicken in the kitchen freezer, not this freezer, so I don't need to. She thought they were out here. Ouch. Yes, but think of all the mocking you'll get done, Andy. Two years down the track, when you finally get to the project that you... I've got so many parts, from like Bricklink orders and things, visits to one of our local shops, brick resales. I've got the parts, and they're for a project that I will get to at some point. A couple of slopes at the... trying to work out if this is the top or the bottom of the leg. I'm not too sure. But we just follow the... Okay, and then it's got jumper plates there, because we're now going from a 2-stud wide leg with some tiles on the outside to a 3-stud wide. Some nice engineering there. So then we get a yellow plate down the front of the leg. A couple more of these red slopes. Which I will quickly look up and see what they're actually called. There'll be a slope modified, surely. Maybe not. Well, not by those keywords, but if I look up parts. One moment, please. There is no slope modified category. There's just slope. And there it is. What's it called? Slope 18. So it's 18 degrees. 2 by 1 by 2/3 with grill. So slope with grill is what that's called. Hey, Fonzie, welcome in. How have your builds been going, Fonzie? Yes, Kara, Fonzie, you left me something on the Instaplank thing, did you? It looks like you did. Oh, very cool. Is that I take it that's a studio render that you've sent? Yeah, Fonzie has a massive Minecraft project underway. Looks like it's still growing. It's got a vicarage, a church, fountains, house, gardens, and greenhouse. Most of it built. That's an 8 square foot section. Boom! That's huge. All right, so that's the 2 part of the legs done. And once again, this has a lot in common with the instruction process for the Gundam, where it's okay, you've built that section, you build that section, and then you build the next bit, and then later on you join them together. And now we are building the feet, which is also a very interesting technique. So these tall slopes coming up, that's actually this is the toes that I've just put on there. So we lay it down on that surface in that direction, an inverted slope on the back for the heel, and then our chunky legs go on. Yeah, so Fonzie, the first part of the stream, I built my first Gunpla, and when I picked that up at the shop, I also got this creator set at the same time, so I could do a kind of robot comparison. Okay, so the legs, and then the next step after that is torso onto the legs. Yeah, so already, look at that. Already, my Lego set is towering over the EG Gundam. Okay. Refill. Okay, now 2 times. I'm not sure what that is meant to be in the picture, but I'm assuming that's going to be the shoulders when they're done. Yeah, so if you look up Lego with Fonzie on YouTube or on Instagram, you'll see some pretty cool stuff with Minecraft Lego on a rather large scale. Two of those, and yep, those clip in as the shoulders. Creative scale. Yep. And then you get the fun part of working out how to transport it to shows and have it not fall apart. Okay, this doesn't say build it twice. Back Manager calls it expensive. but I'm going to assume that this is a left and a right arm. Which means I will be doing this as a mirror image build. Goes there, that goes there. Those are there. That goes on there. That clip goes there, so this one goes in that direction. Couple more curved slopes on top. And that is this arm. Let me get closer to the camera. There we go. That's that arm, which means this is that arm. So I can skip 1, 2, 3, 4 pages in one go. And now it is time for the head. These round plates onto the front of the bracket. Another curved slope. Ball joint on the back. Small brackets. It's also nice not having to look for all the little numbers. So on the Gundam kit, it's looking for part 20 on sprue A1, whereas here it's all just color and shape, and put those slopes there, and then that clips on to face that way. Yeah, so there's no knees, there's just the red slope kind of gives it the illusion that it has a knee sort of sticking out there, or like a shin guard. Very similar to this guy here, but it's just one solid leg in the Lego version. The arms come down by the side. There we go. We do have some ads coming up. Twitch has been a little funny tonight. Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. Yeah, well, the winning side of the Lego is this makes a nice display piece, but it only makes one thing. And I say that to my parents as well. They do jigsaws, and it only makes one thing. Oh, this is cool. It's a 1x2 plate with the bar clip out the front. You always do, Andy, and you can never order for what you're doing now because you'll just be stuck doing nothing while you wait. It always has to be for your next thing in mind. So I haven't done it for ages. But then it's got this 1x2 the panel part, so like the little wall around the sides. It's basically a tile with walls, and that clips in, and it's basically doing the exact same thing as this here. Like it's a shoulder shoulder cover, so the arm can come up into it, or not quite, because the Lego geometry is not quite like that, but it's the same kind of idea of a shoulder guard. So that's kind of cool. Doesn't have a shield, but it does have wings. And once again, thank you, Kara. The cheers and a score. Well, that means it is time to crack open. Most refreshing. Next, hard solo. So what we're going to do is yes, there will be ads fairly soon-ish, and then we're going to look at raiding out, and I'll be having some dinner, and we're literally getting married next year. Congratulations. That's exciting, scary, and everything rolled into one, isn't it? Alright, so that's the wings both done. But this one clips on there. Okay, so they clip on the back, but they don't. I thought they might fold away, like, downward, but no. But it's still a very cool build. It only has 3 spare pieces. A yellow quarter round tile, a trans yellow cheese slope, and a round 1x1 in trans yellow as well. So it's basically the lights on the end of the wing, the little detail on the end of the wing, and the eyes. You get 1 spare of each of those 3 pieces. Oh, and both Lego nuts. Yeah, I'm the only AFOL in this household. My wife is a paper crafter, so she has all the inks and the stamps and everything, and I have all the Lego. So nice posable arms. Yes, go honeymoon. Honeymoon is important. Nice posable feet and hip joint. No knees, which is kind of to be expected in this scale for Lego. But size-wise, it dwarfs the Gundam. Skip ahead to those wings, and we're done. So thank you everyone for coming along to see my first ever Gundam build, followed by a very quick Lego build. So while the ads are running, I'm going to get up and have a stretch and have a look and see who's on. I've got an idea in mind. And just like that, Gundo is back to Bricko. Yes, no Gundo here. So I'll be right back, everyone. See you very soon. Okie dokie. So, I'm back. Thank you everyone for being here for my first Gunpla, and followed up by the Creator Robot build, which I was planning on actually having this image right over here, where I've got the preview image of what I'm building. I would usually, if I was building two things, I would usually switch from one image to the next, and I just forgot. Too carried away, having too much fun chatting and building. So the next stream will be tomorrow, in the afternoon at some point, Australian time. And the plan will be, plan to start with is probably pull this guy apart and have a play around with those. Build the two other little models. And then I have another set or two in the backlog to. You will need some D6 for reasons. It's not like there would always be dice at hand, would there? 4. I rolled a 9. Okay, so thank you everyone. I've been Bricko. If you do want to see other stuff, I'm sure Kara has done this before in the chat, but I'll just put some links up there if you're interested. YouTube, there isn't much other than some old VODs of build streams. Instagram is probably where I'm a bit more regular. No worries, build time. Thanks for the... God damn it. God damn it. So, check this out, build. So, there's the EG, and the $10 Lego set is huge beside it. And built a lot quicker, too. But I was doing things like mirror image building the wings, mirror image building the arms at the same time. Yeah, it looks amazing. It just doesn't have the detail of this one, but definitely some similarities in the way that the build progressed. You know, doing the torso, putting it to one side, doing the leg, doing the feet, and then connecting everything together. Yeah, doing this at the scale of Voltron would be amazing. You know, it would, as I put my other hand way up where you can't see it off camera. I still have Optimus Prime in Lego, and it's half built. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Maybe I should. What do you reckon? Should I, after I do these, maybe I should finish Optimus Prime tomorrow? Get that one finished. Keep on the robot roll, and Transformers roll out. And speaking of rolling out, we are going to roll across. He is still live because he's only been going not as long as we have. We are going to roll across to good friend of the channel, or as he would say, not a friend, a mate. We are going to head across to Tasman Bricks. So thanks for being here. Get ready to raid. Once again, thank you for watching. I've been Bricko, and let's go say hi to Taz. See you next time.